T&D Sports, an exclusive video broadcast.
And we are live with T&D Video Sports Production. We are presenting Ward Melville Patriots against Commack Cougars. Commack is the host team today, and we are excited to be here.
It's great to be with you again today, Vanessa. This is Jessica Scott and Vanessa Windsor.
Yes, we're really excited. We got to talk to both teams in live interview, pre-interview with Ward Melville last night and Commack this afternoon. Really exciting time for both teams. This is the Class A semifinals. This game determines who's going to a county championship.
The scene is set. Both teams are ready to go. It was really awesome to have the opportunity to talk to coaches and players. Let's take a look at Ward Melville's roster.
Yeah, so spotlight player today is going to be Kira Perozzi. We have the Ward Melville roster up on the screen. So Kira was explained last night by her teammates as just somebody who is always giving her all on the field. She's a two-way midfielder. They have really relied heavily on her to score goals as well as cause turnovers. She's also on the draw circle. So Kira Perozzi pretty much does it all. She's right there, number 19, as you can see her on the screen. She looks locked in and ready to go, Jess, huh?
Absolutely. This is a midfielder who's headed to Marist, and I'm sure she is ready for this game.
Absolutely. We're going to switch over to Commack now. You see their roster, pretty stacked roster that Commack has. They had an excellent season, record of a 16-1 loss. Their only loss was to Huntington. We got to speak with the coaches and the players this afternoon. They were actually already on the field around 2:45, and we talked with them. Their spotlight player tonight is going to be Olivia Basamalovic, the goalie, number 19.
Well, you know that we have been talking a lot in our previous games about the importance of that goalie and the hype that it brings. So super excited to see Olivia play today. I think it's going to be a great game. Both teams seemed like they were really excited to get going. Appears that the weather's holding out for us slightly. Some umbrellas up. But I don't know about you, but I'm kind of pumped.
I have been pumped for this game for a while. This is actually our first time commentating for Commack. We've done Ward Melville games at home for them. We did last year against Northport. These two teams are both fantastic. We are going to be right back after the draw.
What's your vision of retirement? Does it involve traveling the world? Or maybe spending time with family? Or even just relaxing, knowing that you're financially secure? Whatever your dream, having a financial plan in place can be key to making that a reality. At Rockline Wealth Management, our team of fiduciary financial advisors has over 55 years of combined experience helping clients build out and implement financial plans up to and through retirement. Our team tailors each plan to the unique goals of our individual clients to help them make informed decisions as their life goes forward. We provide personalized strategies to help our clients navigate the complexities of retirement planning, including building out a financial plan, estate planning reviews, tax planning, and investment strategies. Helping you to define and find your freedom in retirement is our goal. So let's get planning today. Schedule your free consultation with one of our fiduciary financial advisors by giving us a call at 516-605-1624 or by clicking the link below. Thank you very much and have a great day.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better, faster.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
What's your vision of retirement? Does it involve traveling the world? Or maybe spending time with family? Or even just relaxing, knowing that you're financially secure? Whatever your dream, having a financial plan in place can be key to making that a reality. At Rockline Wealth Management, our team of fiduciary financial advisors has over 55 years of combined experience helping clients build out and implement financial plans up to and through retirement. Our team tailors each plan to the unique goals of our individual clients to help them make informed decisions as their life goes forward. We provide personalized strategies to help our clients navigate the complexities of retirement planning, including building out a financial plan, estate planning reviews, tax planning, and investment strategies. Helping you to define and find your freedom in retirement is our goal. So let's get planning today. Schedule your free consultation with one of our fiduciary financial advisors by giving us a call at 516-605-1624 or by clicking the link below. Thank you very much and have a great day.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better, faster.
And we are back at the Class A semifinals. This game is going to be determined who gets to go to counties. Right now we are at Commack versus Ward Melville. This game is sponsored by Orlin Cohen Orthopedics and Rockline Wealth Management. We are so excited to be here.
Absolutely. Both coaches have met with their players. Nice cheer. These kids are walking out to the field. You know, last night we spoke with some of the players. How do you center yourself? How do you get ready? The nerves are high. Everybody's really excited. They know their season is on the line here. Both teams really spoke about the camaraderie that they have with one another, the support that they have on this team. So let's see it all come together. We know the draw is the start of the game.
Yes, these two teams are notorious for hitting playoffs the last few years. I would say there's definitely a rivalry, right? Like Commack versus Ward Melville. You would know the best, Jess, right?
I mean, I think there's some passion behind these two teams, and I think that Commack is definitely out there set to prove to everybody that they are a solid, strong team. They have some really excellent upperclassmen, and, you know, I think Ward Melville, they had a team that maybe started off a little slow, but really is starting to peak and get it all together. So here we go, start of the game.
Really exciting, this first draw, Commack versus Ward Melville. These two teams saw each other about a month ago on April 21st. Commack went away with the win. It was a 13-9 win, but like we all know, this is a new season, new opportunity for both teams to show themselves, and they have a lot to fight for today.
Here we go on the draw circle. Number 23 from Ward Melville, Giovanna Parente. And we have number 16, Aubrey Meyer, a senior. As we know, it is a draw team, so we can see the girls working around the circle here.
Really just trying to find that ball. And the first draw is going to go to Commack.
I think the fans understand the importance of this draw control. Lots of cheers there for the draw control.
All right, looks like Commack's going to go for the settle here, not the slow break. Ward Melville defense looks ready to go. They're really playing a pretty low. They're like right above the 8, so they're bringing it in tight. I think that makes sense for this Commack offensive team. Commack is notorious for really hitting those seams, so I think locking it in a little bit tighter is a really smart move from Coach Paragallo. All right, looking for that inseam. She's going to be denied at X.
Lots of communication you could hear on this defensive end.
Ooh, that could have been very close. That's going to be a pickup for Commack.
Almost a cause turnover there for Ward Melville.
Commack gets in. That's going to be a goal. You know, I think the Ward Melville defense really did a good job. They just have to close it a little bit quicker. Commack showing their offensive threat and getting into those really tight seams.
Here we go, coming from the upper wing here. Good defense. Good double. I think the challenge is just really trying to close that double, putting a body on somebody when you're right in front of the cage there.
All right, pretty early on scoring here from Commack, 1-0. We are back at the draw. Let's see if Ward Melville can come up with this one. We have Giovanna Parente, number 23 for Ward Melville, and we have number 16, Aubrey Martin. So nothing has changed on the draw circle right now. So let's see if we can see who wins this one. All right, that's going to go to Commack. I believe that the ref called a foul. It looks like they're going to push this transition here. She's going right to cage. That's going to be a shot just high. Commack still has possession at X.
A lot of pressure, high coverage in the center there. You know you do not want Commack to get the ball in the middle of the 8.
Commack is really doing a great job. They have their heads up. They are looking for those assists. They are looking for that open player, moving the ball really quick from X all the way to the top. Some great defense here from Ward Melville. You could hear the communication. You could see the quick slides. Got some great defensive claps right there, and that's going to allow the goalie to save that ball. First save of the night for Sydney Millette.
Coach Paragallo shared with us last night that their defense seems to be a huge strength for them. A lot of upperclassmen down there. Tremendous communication. And we have a freshman goalie, Sydney Millette, who's looking to make the clear.
So Sydney has some experience on this team. She was brought up as an 8th grader. So this is not her first time being in a semi-county championship winning team here in a playoff bid. So I think her experience is going to play a big role today, being in the net. And then obviously our other goalie for Commack, number 19, is our spotlight player of the night. You know, her teammates had a lot to say about her, this goalie, that she's been a real backbone of their team, someone who has really stepped up. She was a field player a few years ago, and when their team had a need, she stepped up in net and has worked really, really hard here. So it's going to be interesting to see how she plays today. I'm sure her saves are going to make a big difference.
Here we have number 14, Aaliyah Leonard, on the outside hash.
I think that was a smart choice by the player to really just pass it off. It's a very hard hash to get a shot off of.
And here we have a foul on Commack, Amelia Bright. Oh, or
I think
not.
it's going to be on Ward, might potentially be on Ward Melville.
What call did they make here? Looks like he's giving a yellow.
All right, looks like he's explaining the call. Some of the refs look a little bit confused. I did miss that, Jess. I will be honest. Not really sure here what the call was. Maybe detaining, swinging of stick.
But that foul was on number 15 attacker, Ellie Spidell.
Maybe it was a dangerous shot. Yeah, so likely a dangerous shot. I think it was a shot and the girl was in front of her, which would attest to a yellow.
You know, and I also think as commentators, here we are watching the game, analyzing the game, not really sure what happens. And I think that can happen to players and coaches on the field. And what's really important is you bounce back, put it behind you, and move forward.
Yep, Commack here in the 30s looking for this quick transition.
When you're a player up here, you are looking to move the ball quickly, trying to expose that far person that will be open. Lots of communication on the defensive end to make sure you're covering those girls that are cutting, especially through the middle.
That was a great look, but it's just going to be a little bit shy. You know, Ward Melville's defense is very interesting. It's like a zone man. That's going to be a goal there for Commack. So that was just really a backdoor cut. Can't wait to see this rewind. A great cut here.
You know, the ball is behind here at X. There was a great defensive play by Ward Melville. Number 3 from Commack. Samantha Bennett sees a wide open girl in the middle there. Unfortunately, you cannot leave this dangerous team of Commack open in the middle. I am sure that the Ward Melville Patriots will make an adjustment on that.
Aubrey Moore with the goal. All right, so Commack is 2 on the draw now. Ward Melville 0 on the draw, and obviously you can see the score is 2-0. So I think Ward Melville really needs to win these draws here to really change the dynamic of this game. And that draw is going to go to Ward Melville. That is a draw that they needed. Our spotlight player has the ball, Kira Perozzi.
We are also still running out.
Looks like she's going to go to net.
Commack is still, Ward Melville is still running out their penalty. It should be just about over.
Looks like they're trying to hold on to that ball until they are even numbers. Commack is really trying to work on that double, which is really what they should be doing when they're a man up. Some great communication. Nice look.
It was definitely a cross check there. Slowed them down.
Those are the calls, though, as a coach. You're really like, ugh, did you have to make it? It was such a beautiful look into the open player there. I feel like sometimes it's like that whistle's a little bit late and you just wish it wasn't going to happen. It was a great look by a spotlight player, Kira Perozzi, to number 9. So let's see if they could do it again.
And we are just about to be even here if we check out the box. And we are even. That seemed like a very long penalty to me for some reason.
Well, there was a lot going on, you know, the draw. All right, we're back on this hanging hash here. Aliyah Leonard. Looks like she's going to take it this time. Great knockdown, but Ward Melville's going to come up with it again. Only 3 seconds left of the shot clock, and they know it. And that's going to be a charge call. Listen, I think it's going to happen. You know, when you have 3 seconds on the shot clock, you're trying to go. All right, Commack looking to transition this ball. Ward Melville looking to cause it over.
Definitely some speed here by Commack, number 11, Sarah Frank, a defender.
All right, it looks like Ward Melville has adjusted their defense a little bit. They're not necessarily all on the 8 now. Looks like when they're ball side heavy, they're going to be on top of the 12. Ward Melville has a very unique defense. It is a zone defense, but there's also a mix of man-to-man in it. And I think that as long as they're communicating and they're staying tight in their cutters, they're going to get these caused turnovers. That is a great caused turnover there. And I believe that is number 12, Addison Scott.
That is.
And that is a very special person to you, Jess. Why don't we tell everybody?
Well, there's a little secret here. That is my daughter. I am a very neutral and fair announcer, but today I am also a parent. So if there's a moment of screeching, yelling, crying moment. It's not me as an announcer. It's me as a parent.
Of course. Well, that has to make you feel really proud. Number 12, Addison Scott, came up with the first caused turnover as a freshman. So some big stuff from her. And that's exactly what Ward Melville needed. They needed that ball and to get back over in the offensive side. Just shy there.
Ward Melville Patriots definitely feeling the need to get their first goal here.
Listen, they keep shooting, right? So what do they say? They say shooters shoot. The more that they shoot, the more opportunities to get that first goal. I think you can see that they really want it. They're back on the 8 here. Let's see if number 22, Nicole
Manalocas. She is an 8th grader up on varsity. It's so funny how we all have our sayings. Mine is.
And she's going to have the first goal, the 8th grader.
You got to shoot to score.
That's right. The 8th grader with the first goal of the game.
Really an excellent 8 meter here. Let's take another look at it. Nicole on the 8, pumped, ready to go. Surrounded by Commack players. Looking at the ref blowing the whistle. She's able to fire right off that line. Great shot down low.
Nicole Manalocas, the 8th grader, coming up big in the first quarter. So we had a caused turnover by a 9th grader, Addison Scott. We had the first goal by an 8th grader. I think that's pretty incredible. I think that shows what the seniors were talking about, how they're really trying to strengthen the team no matter the age. And a lot of confidence there from these young guns.
All right, here we go off the draw.
Back on the draw, 2-1. Commack still in the lead. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this first quarter.
Some battling going on here.
Huge draw. Huge draw. That's an interesting whistle. I think he's going to call an empty stick. I think that's a tough call for a draw, but whatever the refs say goes.
Unfortunately, her goggles came off, so I think once the ref sees goggles off, they're going to blow that whistle. There's definitely a little bit of a battle for a spot on that side of the circle. I am sure that the refs will keep an eye on that. They are making number 9 come all the way back up to the top here, needing to make an adjustment, leaving a girl from Commack open down low.
All right, Commack making that switch of field.
Yes, excellent job there.
Awesome knockdown, but Commack's still going to come up with it.
So as a coach, when you make an excellent play like that, Mia Modica, really great ride there. Want to be able to get that ground ball.
I like the pressure that Ward Melville's putting on now outside the 12, like around the 12 meter. I think that's really going to help them not get as many looks inside. I think they were giving a little bit too much space in the beginning of this quarter, allowing them to get those feeds in. So I think if they continue with that pressure, Commack's going to have a hard time finding that open man.
You know, speaking with Coach Paragala last night, you know, just sharing the speed, the true speed that Commack has, I think they were trying to make an adjustment. But watching this Ward Melville Patriots team all season, they do have some nice speed down on defense. So very quick adjustment made by Coach.
They're getting knockdowns. They just need to get that ground ball. Commack in a little bit tight right now. I think they're looking for those 1v1s. They know that there's a man-to-man defense down low.
Excellent check there by Quinlan Hildebrand, number 16.
Allowing it to go a little just shy.
This defense needs the ball here. Commack saying persistent. You know that once a team has a ball for this long, the shot clock is only at 80 here.
Yeah, they reset the shot clock. All right, it's back down at X. Looks like they're looking for the feed or the take. So Ward Melville is playing a zone up top and a man-to-man down low. And it looks like Commack has been versed in this because they seem to know that they're taking their drives from X. That's going to put Commack on the 8 meter. Ref called a push.
Ward Melville is applying a lot of pressure down there. If I was able to look at that again, I'm not really sure if there was a foul or just a lot of pressure.
And that's going to be a goal for Commack. Number 15, Liliana Patet. She is committed to Stony Brook. She is a senior midfielder. We actually were able to interview her before this game. Pettit was saying how excited she was as a senior. She really loves to play for this Commack team, and she wants to leave it all on the field. I think she did so on that 8-meter. Great drive.
Let's take another look at it here.
An offside look. All right, we are back at the draw. 3-1 Commack. 1 minute left to go in this quarter.
Girls really pulled far out on this circle here. A battle going on between number 15, Pettit, and McKay. Be interesting to see. It looks like the far side ref is keeping an eye on this.
Yeah, I think adjustments needs to be made for Ward Melville on the draw. I'm sure Coach Paragallo will do that. I have seen some of her games this season where she has done that. But Commack is definitely more on the side of winning the draws right now on the circle, giving them another offensive opportunity here.
Looks like a Ward Melville defender was on the ground there.
That's going to be a great save by Sydney Millette there. Be an interesting call that this ref makes here.
Let's take another look at it here. Open right out on front here. Sydney comes in and stuffs. Looks like there may have been some contact.
I mean, the goalie's just saying, get out of my circle. But if contact is made, she is considered an 8th defender. Which that's a tough call for the ref to make. I've seen these calls, honestly, not many of them. Usually it sides with the goalie. But here we are, Commack, number 3 on the 8. I am sure Millette has to be thinking she wants to make this save. And you know what? Her defense had her back with that collapse. That was a great collapse. It does look like it's going to be a whistle. These refs are definitely calling it very tight on this defensive end. Just shy of the net. Great knockdown by Ward Melville defense, but it's going to go back to Commack for the possession. Listen, if you're Ward Melville right now, you are looking for no more shots in these 18 seconds of play. You're looking to go into this second quarter 3-1. And they are doing their job.
Great defense there.
Amazing defense. Sydney Millette with the ball. Very, very smart. She's holding it, trying to get that that whistle. And that's going to be first quarter. Commack in the lead with 2 goals, so 3-1. Ward Melville trailing just behind. We will be back after this quarter timeout. This game is sponsored by Orlin Cohen Orthopedics and Rockline Wealth Management. We'll see you at the next one.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot. Jump shot, leave your knee shot. We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off. We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain. We've got specialists for that. Orlin & Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better, faster.
What's your vision of retirement? Does it involve traveling the world? Or maybe spending time with family? Or even just relaxing, knowing that you're financially secure? Whatever your dream, having a financial plan in place can be key to making that a reality. At Rockline Wealth Management, our team of fiduciary financial advisors has over 55 years of combined experience helping clients build out and implement financial plans up to and through retirement. Our team tailors each plan to the unique goals of our individual clients to help them make informed decisions as their life goes forward. We provide personalized strategies to help our clients navigate the complexities of retirement planning, including building out a financial plan, estate planning reviews, tax planning, and investment strategies. Helping you to define and find your freedom in retirement is our goal. So let's get planning today. Schedule your free consultation with one of our fiduciary financial advisors by giving us a call at 516-605-1624 or by clicking the link below. Thank you very much and have a great day.
And we are back. 3-1, Commack in the lead. We are heading into the second quarter here. Really amazing first quarter. I think both teams are working really, really hard for these caused turnovers. You know, it's a semifinal game. We know that this game is going to be tight with both of these teams. They both want it. They're both very talented. I think defensively speaking, Ward Melville did a great job in those last 5 minutes, holding Commack to no more goals. There looks like there was an adjustment on the draw, exactly what Jess and I were saying. You know, Ward Melville was a little bit behind on those. We're going to have freshman Addison Scott, number 12 for Ward Melville, taking the draw here. And then we have number 16, Aubrey Moorer, the senior midfielder. So a freshman going against a senior. Let's see what happens. Let's see if this is the adjustment that Ward Melville needs in order to gain this possession.
Continued a lot of battles outside of that circle. Need to make sure that doesn't interfere.
All right, it's going to go to Commack.
Definitely draw controls are something that we need to focus on here for Ward Melville. Commack is continuing to move the ball very quickly. I feel like we've been, Commack's been on attack a lot. A lot of upperclassmen strength down here for Commack.
Commack keeping it really big here. They're utilizing X. They're trying to really, I think, slow down right now, looking for the right opportunity. That's going to be potentially a check to the face and a yellow card. Yep, that is going to be a yellow card for Commack. This is a huge opportunity for Ward Melville. You know, when you're not winning the draw, you have to make up for it in other ways, and I think that the defensive end is making up for it with their caused turnovers. That's going to still give Ward Melville an opportunity for an offensive possession. Looks like this number 1 really did get hit in the face. You could see the mark actually from the screen. I don't think it was intentional. I think it's just part of the game. She was going for that ball.
Let's take another look at it here. Peyton Phillips, number 1, heading to you, Penn. Really scrappy defender here. Gets an up check to the face. We had an opportunity to talk to Peyton last night. She is one tough player. So for her to kind of be impacted by a hit, you know that it had to be pretty hard.
Some speed here. Gotta love it out of defenders with this transition. Ward Melville utilizes their defense so much on their transition, allowing their middies to really be an offensive advantage. That is exactly what Ward Melville needed after the draw. They are now in an offensive opportunity here. Looks like they're choosing to keep it wide and take their time.
I would imagine as Ward Melville, knowing that they have a penalty here. Commack has a penalty. They're looking to take advantage of it to close the gap of a 3-1 game.
Senior Liv Zuma with the ball at X. Looks like they're pushing it to up top. Moving the ball fairly quickly here. And they get in, and that's going to be a goal. Great feed by Liv Zumo. I believe this...
Number 9, Maeve McKay, a midfielder. Let's take another look at it here. A lot of patience from the Ward Melville Patriots. Liv Zumo, senior, heading to Adelphi. She's known for her feeds. An excellent pass to the cutter, Maeve McKay. What I really liked about this cutter here, she came in high, recognized that she was going to have to make an adjustment, and took a nice low shot.
All right, we are back at the draw. Looks like Addison Scott for Ward Melville is still on the draw circle. How does that feel, Jess, having your freshman daughter on the draw circle right now? I know you're not biased, but, there's probably some parents watching going, ooh, I don't know if I'd want that to be my kid.
As a coach, a player, and as a parent, at this point, they've done all the prep. You take your own deep breath. You want them to go out there and do the best that they can.
Absolutely. All right, Addison Scott is going to go for the pull, and that's going to be a draw control for her. Great job by the freshman. That is exactly what Ward Melville needed, was that possession. Giving Ward Melville another offensive opportunity here. 3-2, Commack still in the lead by 1. Let's see if they can tie this score up. Huge draw control by number 12, Addison Scott, to get their team the opportunity to be able to tie it up. Ward Melville being patient, looking for the right opportunity. Kira Perosi, the spotlight player, with the ball. Senior Liv Zumo going to the freshman Elia Leonard.
Lots of movement. It does look like Ward Melville is trying to draw that shooting space or that foul. This team has really progressed in terms of their movement of the ball. And as we know, as coaches and commentators and as players, the more you move the ball, the more the defense has to move.
Spotlight player Kira Perosi with the goal. Here we go. Ward Melville has tied up the game. Now this is a true semifinal game.
What's he calling here? Somebody went early?
Oh, okay. It looks like it's going to be a no goal. I believe that he called an early entry. Wow, that is not what you're hoping for if you're Ward Melville. But if you do leave early, they are going to call it. All right, Commack with an offensive opportunity off of that call. They're going to go.
We got to get that ground ball there.
Nice tip by, I believe that's number 16.
Quinlan Hildebrand. A nice ride here by the entire defense. Ward Melville definitely getting pieces and touches of the ball. I would imagine Coach Paragal is telling them they really need to gain possession when they have those tips.
Commack doing a good job slowing it down here, looking for the right opportunity. Ward Melville defense locking it in. That's going to be a foul call.
Yeah, definitely finding myself pausing and, just being the commentator right now.
Definitely. All right, Commack with possession still. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Oh, that's going to be a great defensive stop, but that's still going to be a goal. Number 15 for Commack. Liliana Pettit. That's her second goal of the game.
Let's
She's
take
heading
another
to
look
Stony
at
Brook,
this
the
here.
senior.
Good defense down here by Ward Melville with a defensive slide that comes in. Pass goes off. Looks like it was really possibly a backdoor cut. A nice vision there by Commack.
I think with Commack, they're the type of offense. They are going to look for that goal. We're going to rewind it here. Oh, we're going to rewind this call here with Kira Perosi on the 8-meter. Beautiful shot placement. And this ref is going to call an early entry. I do not believe it was an early entry based off of the film. Too bad we don't have the replay like college does for the high school game.
I think I may have held a flag up for that one.
Hopefully soon. Because that's a really tough call in a semifinal game. Really changes the momentum, right? 4-2 when it could have been 3-3.
Looks like Ward Melville maybe face guarding Maeve McKay on the far side with number 15 Pettit, who is headed to Stony Brook. Looks like she's trying to eliminate her from the draw control.
I think Addison Scott has a great opportunity to pull here like she did before. But it looks like it's going to just go up for a 50-50 ball. That's a great cause turnover by Ward Melville, number 16. Quinlan Hildebrand gaining that transition for her team. A defender, looks like she's over on offense right now, getting that ball to her offensive team. All right, Ward Melville with the offensive possession here. A lot of time left on this shot clock. It looks like they're going to take their time on this. We have 22 with a little bit of a drive. Nice close by the Commack defense. Looks like they're running a set through spotlight player Kira Perosi, number 19 with the ball. That's going to be a beautiful back check by number 15, Liliana Pettit, the Stony Brook commit, senior, number 15 for Commack. Huge back check there for them to get that cause turnover. And it looks like they have numbers on transition. And Commack's going to try to utilize that slow break. Looks like they're going to settle it down now.
Looks like we're looking to take the ball 1v1. Being denied there. Lots of speed.
You know, Ward Melville's doing a great job leading them down the alley. I think really putting on a lot of that pressure. That's some great defense. That is exactly what Ward Melville needed. You know, number 1, Peyton Phillips with that cause turnover. Such an incredible opportunity for her to really showcase herself. She's a defender heading to UPenn. We have the freshman Addison Scott with the ball, transitioning it. Looks like she's going to turn. Yeah, she's changing that transition. I love it. I love it.
Here we go.
Some
Mia
really
Lotika.
nice poise by the Ward Melville defense there, all working together as a unit. They should be really proud of that cause turnover, giving Ward Melville another opportunity on this offensive side. You know, Jess, I would say I think Ward Melville really needs to put the ball in the back of the net. They got to come up with some sets and really take care of this ball, right?
I think it's been a struggle for them during the season, but once they get the ball moving, they tend to have more success. If that fast break is not there, nice fast movement, which then makes the Commack defense move around. Commack defense definitely doing a great job with full coverage, strong coverage.
They're definitely not making it easy to get in. Ward Melville looks very poised right now, very locked in. There's 26 seconds left to the shot clock. That foul is going to put her on the 12, not the 8-meter. They're spreading themselves out. Looks like a spotlight player, Kira Perosi with the ball. Looks like they're running a set here from X.
Potentially an ISO. Felt like there was a couple of fouls in there.
Definitely.
You know, as a player, the 1v1s, while you're looking to go to goal, you are also looking to draw fouls to get yourself on that 8.
All right, Elia Leonard on the 8-meter. I'm sure waiting for that whistle now. Just shy of the net. And the ref is going to give it to Commack there, although I did feel like the Ward Melville players were on the line. You know, listen, this is where you don't want to have a tight game where it's relying on referee calls, right?
You know, oftentimes people will say, you know, the ref this, the ref that, but I'll turn to my players and say we just can't make it a game. You can't make it a ref-determined game.
You know, both teams are doing an incredible job with cause turnovers on the defensive end. Commack with their 5th possession this quarter. Really no goals have been scored by either team in quite a few minutes, so it'll be interesting to see the last 2 minutes of this quarter. If Commack's able to put another goal away. I'm sure that's what you're hoping for if you're Coach Melissa Reed. you're hoping for your Commack offense to put another goal away, making it a 3-goal lead. Right now we're 4-2, still tight. Nice knockdown. That was a great knockdown by number 12, Addison Scott. The ground ball is actually in the stick of number 9,
Maeve McKay.
Some great defensive cause turnovers here by the Ward Melville defense. They are doing their job today. Really, really awesome, because that was actually what they were talking about last night, was that their defensive unit is really, really strong, and they're looking to utilize that in order to win today.
Here we go. Nice defensive clear up.
Great save by the Commack goalie, our spotlight player for Commack. Definitely a save that her team needed.
Ward Melville Patriots signaling to get wider, spread out, get organized, make sure they're taking good care of the ball. Lots of matchups in the middle here by Commack.
37 seconds left on the shot clock and 1 minute left in this quarter. So if you are Ward Melville, you're really trying to push it. That's going to be a goal by spotlight player Kira Perosi heading to Maris. She is putting the team on her back with that one.
Let's take another look at this. Nice, patience by the Ward Melville Patriots to set Kira Perosi up here. I wasn't really sure where she was going here because her angle was not good, but a really nice dodge and dip into there with the placement.
I think that she just showcased why she's one of the spotlight players today. Having that 1v1 matchup, 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Obviously a team effort there, but when you have a 1v1 matchup and you get that in and your team needs it, such an awesome opportunity. All right, we're going to be back at the draw now. There is 52 seconds left in this quarter, more than enough time to score a goal for either team. So this is still a huge draw for Ward Melville and Commack. And that's going to go to Ward Melville. Number 19, Kira Perosi with the ball.
We mention a lot about it being a draw team. I don't think a lot of people understand, if they don't really watch the game of women's lacrosse, how really there's so much communication that goes on between the girl taking the draw as well as the players on the circle. There was a shot.
That was a great take and a shot. It just kind of hit right into the Commack player. They are pushing here. That is a great knockdown by Ward Melville defender. I believe that's Quinlan Hildebrand, the senior. 7 seconds left. Ward Melville is pushing to cage here, looking to get that last goal. And that's going to be a save by the spotlight player goalie. Heading into halftime, it is 4-3, Commack in the lead. What a push by both teams. Oh, looks like there's going to be maybe a call.
I really didn't see where that shot went off of if we were to look back at that play.
We're going to try to rewind it here.
So we have Maeve McKay from Ward Melville coming down, gives a nice pass to Emily Costero. Emily receives the ball, takes the shot, and there was a save.
They're going to say it's shooting space by number 1. I think that's what they're calling is shooting space. Now, you could also call dangerous propel, which is probably why the refs are talking. You have to really see who was established first.
And they really don't have the opportunity like we do to have a replay. So it looks as if it was shooting space.
Okay, Emily Costera on the 8-meter for Ward Melville has an opportunity to tie up this game at halftime. And that was just going to be a shooting space call, which does award them an 8-meter. All right, so I think they're just kind of waiting for the refs right now. Obviously, if you're number 21, you're really just trying to lock in You're trying to wait for your opportunity to hear that whistle. This is where it becomes very difficult when you're trying to set up. Taking a long time for this girl on the 8-meter, which is Emily Costera for Ward Melville. This is an extremely tough situation for any player, no matter how old you are, whether you're at the collegiate level or not, or high school. But let's see what happens.
Looks like Coach Reed on the sideline is not happy. And we have a nice shot.
And that's going to be a save by the
Huge
Commack
save.
goalie, our spotlight player of the day, Olivia Basamalafe. And we're going to rewind this play here.
There was a lot of anticipation for this to get started. Emily Costera was ready off the line. Definitely was looking for a bounce shot there. Probably didn't hit exactly how she wanted it to, and a save by the goalie.
All right, we're heading into halftime now. We will be back. This game is sponsored by Orlin Cohen Sports Medicine and Rockline Wealth Management. Commack in the lead by 1. The end of the game is 4-3. We have 2 more quarters left, so we are excited to get to halftime and see what these two teams come up with.
What's your vision of retirement? Does it involve traveling the world? Or maybe spending time with family? Or even just relaxing, knowing that you're financially secure? Whatever your dream, having a financial plan in place can be key to making that a reality. At Rockline Wealth Management, our team of fiduciary financial advisors has over 55 years of combined experience helping clients build out and implement financial plans up to and through retirement. Our team tailors each plan to the unique goals of our individual clients to help them make informed decisions as their life goes forward. We provide personalized strategies to help our clients navigate the complexities of retirement planning, including building out a financial plan, estate planning reviews, tax planning, and investment strategies. Helping you to define and find your freedom in retirement is our goal. So let's get planning today. Schedule your free consultation with one of our fiduciary financial advisors by giving us a call at 516-605-1624 or by clicking the link below. Thank you very much and have a great day.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better faster.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
It has to be something more than just lacrosse that we're teaching these girls. We teach our girls to compete because that is something that they can take into their lives.
The coaches are amazing. I'm the most confident I've ever been. They've gotten me to where I am today with both my skill and my confidence. My ability to speak up and my confidence and my overall knowledge. I've definitely seen a lot of growth.
I believe that we need to pay more attention to the process of growth and development from an athletic standpoint and a skill standpoint, and also the mental performance piece of an athlete.
All the coaches and players are very encouraging, and they are always there for your support. Not doing your best, they're always there to pick you up.
It's truly a benefit to having a woman-led coaching experience. It's not just, like you said, lacrosse, it's life.
Ground ball pickup. Great job by Aubrey Eisfeld. Great job by Savehill. Ball gets fed inside. From behind to number 3, Dylan McNamara.
And we are back. Commack in the lead by 1. The score is tight, 4-3. Ward Melville trailing just behind. You know, I think Commack has done an incredible job these first and second quarters. They came out hot. They were winning all the draws. I think really their draw winning in the first quarter was really what put them ahead. I mean, at one point they were 3 goals ahead of Ward Melville. Ward Melville's defense did an absolute fantastic job, which I know Jess is going to talk about in a moment, really being able to trail behind them. Commack really outplayed Ward Melville in really the first quarter. I would say second quarter was pretty even, which is making this score a little bit tighter. Just to talk about a few players, Liliana Patet, she's a Stony Brook commit. She's heading there this fall. She's a senior. I actually got to talk with them today. She's really putting the team on her back. She had a great back check for a caused turnover. She has 2 goals. She's won a ton of draws as well for them. So she's really doing a great job today, leading Commack up to this score. And then Aubrey Moorer, the UConn commit, also the midfielder. She has 2 goals on today, so that's going to sum it up for the goal scoring as of right now. We have 2 more quarters. It will be interesting to see what they do. And then obviously the spotlight player, their goalie, has done a fantastic job making some saves.
You know, Coach Reed shared with us that their 3 captains and midfielders, Pettit, Maurer, and Bright, have been on the team since 8th grade. And she basically said this was 5 years in the making. When you have that type of senior leadership, it could really bring some power to the game.
Definitely. A lot of years of experience there. So we're going to talk a little bit more about Ward Melville. Now, Jess, I know both of these teams are near and dear to your heart. You work at Commack. You know, obviously your daughter's on the Ward Melville team. So you're kind of split in half today.
You know, I think that for, that old school saying, for the love of the game, it really is an awesome opportunity that I'm here today. Many, 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 many long years ago, before kids, I coached at Commack. Commack has always been really good to me, and it's exciting to see them out here in such a great position. And yes, being a Ward Melville alum and a parent of a Ward Melville player is definitely exciting as well. But I will say these are 2 programs that have a special place in my heart, and it's been great to be here.
And obviously you were the former high school coach here.
I mean, that was a very long time ago, so I don't even know if some of these children were alive then. So.
All right, we are back at the draw. You know, Ward Melville seems to not have made any changes now. Addison Scott, number 12, taking the draw. It looks like Commack still has their draw girl. I believe it was number 15, number 16, sorry. That's going to go to Commack. So Commack is really dominating the draw today. I think that's helping them with their offensive strategy here. This is where you really hope Ward Melville's hoping that they come up with it, but Commack's going to be able to keep it. Commack's out playing to the 50-50 balls a little bit, allowing them really to stay on the offensive end.
You know, it goes into the importance of that first step and not really hesitating or waiting. That does appear to be what's happening on that draw circle. It's really firing that leg forward, making sure that you're stepping in front of your player.
All right, that's going to be a call on Ward Melville. I believe that the ref called a cross check there. Number 22, Emily Parisi. She's headed to Sacred Heart, also a senior midfielder with the ball. Looks like there's going to be another call here. I believe that
Let's take another look at it here. Looks like there's some conversation. Number 22, Emily Parisi, coming in for the drive. Changes it over. Ava Falkman on defense to number 16, Aubrey Mayer.
All right, that's going to be Commack's ball again. Resetting the shot clock as well. And that's going to be a caused turnover by the Ward Melville defense. You know, this defense, it's very interesting. We had pre-live interviews with Ward Melville and Commack. And Ward Melville specifically talked about their defensive strategy, that they're looking to get as many caused turnovers as possible. And I think, you know, because Commack is doing such a great job on the draw, it is helping Ward Melville get offensive opportunities.
Commack defense playing out far here, really making the Ward Melville Patriots create large space here. Number 1, Gabby Brown.
It's going to be another save there for our spotlight player for Commack. The goalie, Olivia, doing a fantastic job for her team. Commack has such amazing speed in this midfield. Every single one of their midfielders has high-level speed, which is needed for going Division I. All 3 midfielders are committed to Division I, and it really helps their team gain an advantage. Really, they have so much shot clock left by the time they get down there. They're really able to set up.
Looks like the clock is stopped. Not really sure what he is calling here.
I think he was calling that they were offsides.
You know, I believe it may have been. I was actually just going to compliment Sarah Frank for coming up, 10th grader, defender, making the clear up field, but I'm curious possibly if a midfielder didn't hold back.
Yes, Commack was offsides, which is going to award the ball to Ward Melville.
It was a great clear up by Commack defender. So much communication is needed in that midfield when a defender goes over the line.
All right, Ward Melville is back on an offensive opportunity here. Commack defense holding strong. All right, they're maintaining very big, utilizing their spotlight player on the wing here.
Commack
looks like
really
they're in a certain set.
Yeah. And Commack is super, super tight on the players in the middle, not allowing any movement in there.
All right, and Ward Melville, it looks like they're in. That's going to be a back check. However, the ref is going to call a foul. So basically, when you come up and over or hit the girl's arm, it is going to award an opportunity at the 8-meter when you are in that 8-meter circle.
But as we know, if there is somebody who is getting in there right on top of your goalie, sometimes you're going to take that foul.
All right. That was an amazing back check again by number 15, Liliana Pettit, the Stony Brook commit. She has some amazing back checks. She really is a do-it-all midi. And she's really helping her team get those caused turnovers on defense while also putting the ball in the back of the net. Exactly what you're looking for from a midfielder. All right, Commack is now on the 8-meter. And that's going to be a goal for Commack. Number 18, Haley McCann, a junior defender.
Let's take another look here.
Goal scored by number 13.
Comes off the line, a lot of
Arizona's.
pressure, Do you see the explosion and the strength that she has to really hold? Number 13, Ashley Arizona's, a 9th grade midfielder. A lot of power and control that goes into navigating all that pressure.
All right, Commack in the lead by 2. A little over 7 minutes to go in this third quarter.
Really interesting, you know, Pettit, Liliana Pettit, number 15, senior going to Stony Brook. Definitely a strong player on the draw. Ward Melville appears to have a face guard on her. She does seem to be doing a nice job getting around it with her quick speed.
Aubrey Moore on the circle for Commack. Addison Scott on the circle for Ward Melville. And Kira Perosi for Ward Melville is going to come up with it off of that circle line. giving an offensive possession to Ward Melville. Ward Melville holding big. There's a lot of pressure on the Commack defense right now. They tend to pressure a little bit further out to the ball. They are in a zone. And it looks like Ward Melville is looking for that opportunity on the inside. They are a little bit tight, I think, helping the Commack defense with the slides here. Commack has a lot of really great defenders that are sliding quickly to that second and third slide. They know that Ward Melville wants to drive in.
To counteract that, Ward Melville really needs to create space. They need to get big.
It's going to be a shot just wide. Ward Melville's going to come back up with it. And that's going to be a goal for Ward Melville. A very interesting one. Aliyah Leonard, it looked like she went to go pass it, but then she saw the opportunity and took the shot.
Let's take another look at it here. Aliyah Leonard coming in, driving at the wing here. Really kind of hard to tell if she was looking for a shot or pass there. Some of the crowd is yelling that
a goal is a goal. A goal is a goal, and the refs called the goal, so it's a goal. 5-4. Commack still in the lead by 1. We have number 12, Addison Scott for Ward Melville at the center circle. And then we also have number 16, Aubrey Moore, the UConn senior for Commack. And that's going to be another draw control, 2 in a row for Ward Melville here. Commack has been in the lead for draws, but Ward Melville, the last 2, they've been able to win, and I think it's really helping them with the offensive side. Commack defense doing an awesome job speaking. They're communicating, they're talking, they're waiting for their opportunity, putting high pressure on ball.
interesting pressure there by Commack. Got to be really confident as a defender to really push out that far, especially on a player that you know that's going to take the crease there. The Commack defense, to me, looks very strong, very organized.
I mean, they are right there. As soon as Ward Melville passes the ball, there is a white stick on stick.
Yeah, you absolutely cannot stop your feet. You need to make sure you're faking and passing every shot, connection.
30 seconds left on the shot clock. Putting a little pressure on Ward Melville here, the Commack defense. Really making them have to earn their way in.
Seems to be a little bit of a one-on-one scuffle here, some intensity, Sarah Frankel.
So Commack has a really interesting defense as well. They play a high pressure at X, but they're a little bit more packed in on the top.
Seems like a lot of traffic in the front there.
11 seconds left on the shot clock. Number 9 taking it in. Looks like there's going to be a swing to the head, putting Ward Melville on the 8-meter.
Number 9, Maeve McKay on the 8-meter.
And that's a great cause turnover by the Commack defense. I mean, that's exactly what you want, is that collapse and deny the ball in the net. Great job by the Commack defense, awarding them a transition opportunity, and it looks like they're going to take it. Some great ball movement for Commack. I cannot wait to see this rewind. That's going to turn goal. So cause turnover on defense, turn goal on offense in less than 10 seconds. That's something incredible.
Well, you look at the speed by number 15, Pettit, and this creates the fast break. She is a midfielder coming down alone with the Ward Melville, 4 defenders there. You know, that's a classic 5v4 that we practice all the time. It really, Pettit's speed got ahead of our midfield, that got ahead of Ward Melville's midfield, and then that's a 5v4.
That is the kind of transition that really shifts momentum. I mean, that extra pass on the backside, that X player really could have took it herself, and she decided to pass that extra. It's pretty amazing.
I think we definitely always like the one more.
All right, we are back at the draw for Ward, Melville, and Commack.
Refs are yelling a little bit at this battle on the circle.
And the draw is going to go to Ward Melville. That's 3 in a row for them. Kira Perosi on that circle. Some great communication by that draw team.
A lot of strong pressure by Commack. As an attacker, you need to make sure you're holding your body strong.
That's a great knockdown, but it's going to be Ward Melville's ball. Some really strong defense from both of these teams today. Commack doing especially amazing job putting the pressure on that X. Ward Melville is notorious for their looks in from X, and I think that they're really trying to shut that down today and force them to come in from the top. $30 left on this shot clock here.
Great pressure there from Commack defense.
$19 left on this shot clock. That's going to be a shot and save. Our spotlight player is really doing a great job in net for Commack. She has made some amazing saves today to keep her team in the lead. That one especially. All right, they're going to call a charge call on this transition. And that's going to be a Ward Melville ball. Looks like they're trying to push transition here. It does not seem like the Commack fans are happy with that call. However, we have to give it up for these refs. They are calling a tight game for safety, doing a fantastic job on both sides. It's been very even. Very, very tough job for a semifinal game. And I do think it is a smart call to call it tighter than normal. And that's exactly what they're doing. All right, it looks like he's going to call a cover, awarding the ball to Ward Melville. It looks like that's a offsetting foul, so they're going to be up at the 12 versus the 8 meter.
Really aggressive defense here by Commack. Ward Melville really needs to keep the movement, make smart decisions, not stay back on their heels.
Commack doing a great job knocking it down. Ward Melville coming back up with it. 50 seconds left on the shot clock and in this quarter. Ward Melville trying to be patient here, looking for the right opportunity. Commack putting the pressure on, forcing them to have to make a decision with this high pressure from X. Great close there by the Commack defense.
A lot of pressure
side
being applied. 25 seconds left here.
And that's going to be a goal for Ward Melville, number 22. The 8th grader with her second goal of the game.
Really excellent defense by Commack here, holding the Ward Melville Patriots to just a few seconds left on that shot clock. Great vision here by Ward Melville Patriots. Leah Leonard up to Nicole Manalokis. Strong hard shot from the outside. Let me tell you, that was really some tough defense there. Some good vision across. When you make that cross pass, defense needs to make an adjustment. Really tough. As we say, the ball moves faster than your feet.
All right, so this is now a 1-goal game again. Commack still in the lead. Some amazing defense by them. Right now, 3-0 on the draw. Ward Melville has won all 3 in a row. Let's see if Commack can come up with it. 20 seconds left in this quarter. All right, it looks like the ref is thinking it was both of them, so they're going to reset the draw here. It did not go above shoulder, so they're going to have to take this draw again.
Fans seem to be really focused on this circle here.
He's going to award it to Commack.
I think he's called a hold on the circle.
Yeah, there was a little bit of holding on both sides. And it looked like when he looked over, there was a hold. Well, 11 seconds left in this quarter. A great knockdown, but Commack is going to come up with it. If you're Commack right now, you're trying to push. As they are not taking their foot off the gas. And that's going to be a save by Sydney Billette at the end of quarter 3. This is a one-goal game. Commack's still in the lead by 1. This game is brought to you by Orlin Cohen Sports Medicine and Rockline Wealth Management. We will be back at the whistle for the 4th quarter in just a few minutes.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orlin & Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better, faster.
What's your vision of retirement? Does it involve traveling the world? Or maybe spending time with family? Or even just relaxing, knowing that you're financially secure? Whatever your dream, having a financial plan in place can be key to making that a reality. At Rockline Wealth Management, our team of fiduciary financial advisors has over 55 years of combined experience helping clients build out and implement financial plans up to and through retirement. Our team tailors each plan to the unique goals of our individual clients to help them make informed decisions as their life goes forward. We provide personalized strategies to help our clients navigate the complexities of retirement planning, including building out a financial plan, estate planning reviews, tax planning, and investment strategies. Helping you to define and find your freedom in retirement is our goal. So let's get planning today. Schedule your free consultation with one of our fiduciary financial advisors by giving us a call at 516-605-1624 or by clicking the link below. Thank you very much and have a great day.
Great job by Aubrey Eisfeld. Great job by Savill. Ball gets fed inside. From behind to number 3, Dylan McNamara.
And we are back for the 4th quarter of this Class A semifinals game. Commack still in the lead. Ward Melville has been trailing this entire game. This is a 1-goal game as of now, 4th quarter. Back at the draw. Wow, this is an exciting game, Jess, isn't it?
You know, I always say, what's the hardest position to be in? Player, coach, parent. I'm going to go with parent because you have no control over anything that's happening.
Yes.
But, you know, what a game. This is what you want in the semifinals. You want a close game like this. I'm sure the coaches don't, but
it's great.
Two great teams here.
Two great teams, 2 great players at the circle. Kira Perozzi with her 4th draw control. She had three draw controls in the 3rd quarter. That's her first one of the 4th. She's really putting the team on her back, and she is a spotlight player. 2-way midi, that's why she was chosen as a spotlight player. She is doing her job on that circle.
This Commack defense is making the Ward Melville Patriots work every single time they're down here.
You know, the special thing about the Commack defense, they almost make it look like there's a 1v1 opportunity, but they know that the second slide is going to be there every single time. So I think that's going to be a goal for Ward Melville. Here we go.
Let's take another look at this. This looks very similar to Kira Perozzi's goal a while ago when I was saying, I'm not really sure where she's going. She takes the long route. I actually think the defender takes the bait, sneaks on in. Excellent shot. I mean, way to thread the needle there.
It's almost like she copied and pasted her second goal. She copy-pasted.
I mean, you know, it takes speed, and the defense was there. Really tough spot for the goalie to be in, but great goal by Ward Melville.
So this is the first time that this game has been tied. It is 6-6. 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. This is a battle every second, every draw, every 30.
Let's go. It's the game.
All right, here we go. We are back at the draw. 6-6. And Ward Melville's going to win this draw. Second one for Kira Perozzi. All right, Commack putting the pressure on. What a great pressure ride. They're in a zone ride trying to get this ball back. All right, looks like the ball's going to stay with Ward Melville. Their defense did a fantastic job getting it over. Commack putting the pressure on. Ward Melville with an offensive opportunity. Second one of the fourth quarter.
I mean, that ride by Commack is textbook. Excellent job. Really made the Ward Melville Patriots switch the entire field.
Commack putting the pressure on defense here. Staying tight on cutters. That's a great play by number 16, Quinlan Hildebrand. She knew she didn't even have to go over. She just flicked it right back. Giving Ward Melville another opportunity for an offensive shot. 15 seconds left. That is a great knockdown by the Commack defense, but that's going to be a goal for Ward Melville. The senior, Liv Zumo, number 3. She has an assist on the day and now a goal. You know, these are two great teams, right? Great knockdown by Ward Melville, but Ward Melville was able to get the ball back. So Commack had a great knockdown.
Let's take another look here. Great knockdown by Commack. You know, this is where that ground ball, scrappy, where you need to track the ball. Great look by Kira Perozzi. Excellent placement by number 3, Liv Zumo, heading to Adelphi.
That's when you know that they're like just playing like seniors, right? We have Commack seniors, Ward Melville seniors giving their all on the field, taking that shot with only a few seconds left needed. This is the first time that Ward Melville is in the lead. They've been trailing Commack this entire game. This draw is so critical for both teams. And you can tell there's a battle. It's going to go to Ward Melville. Number 9, Maeve McKay with the ball.
Lots of movement here.
Commack defense locked in. The high pressure at X still. So that's exactly what I mean. The Commack defense is so smart. They make it look like there's an opening, but they know that the second slide will be there for the knockdown. And that's exactly what you want to do, right? Like you want to trick the offense in passing that first opportunity.
Absolutely. And as an attacker, you need to be aware and make an adjustment. And really, you always use the word deception, right? Which means you need to really be faking where you're looking to pass that ball, especially with such a skilled defense that Commack has.
All right, 45 seconds left on the shot clock. A lot of time for Ward Melville. Commack really holding strong on their defensive end. They are tight on cutters. They are making this so hard for Ward Melville to get in, but number 9's going to be able to get in, and she's going to score that goal. Some shifty dodging from Maeve McKay. Can't wait to see this replay. Her second goal of the game.
Let's take another look at this here. Excellent defense by Commack. Ward Melville taking their time. Maeve McKay has some nice, quick dodging. The Commack defense slides. She ducks under. There was a shooting space call there. Flag was up. Excellent placement. You know, quick hands, quick feet, we say.
Ward Melville in the lead by 2. The first time they've been in the lead. That was a great timeout call by Coach Reed. So Commack's going to be in a timeout. We will be right back at the next whistle.
What's your vision of retirement? Does it involve traveling the world? Or maybe spending time with family? Or even just relaxing, knowing that you're financially secure? Whatever your dream, having a financial plan in place can be key to making that a reality. At Rockline Wealth Management, our team of fiduciary financial advisors has over 55 years of combined experience helping clients build out and implement financial plans up to and through retirement. Our team tailors each plan to the unique goals of our individual clients to help them make informed decisions as their life goes forward. We provide personalized strategies to help our clients navigate the complexities of retirement planning, including building out a financial plan, estate planning reviews, tax planning, and investment strategies. Helping you to define and find your freedom in retirement is our goal. So let's get planning today. Schedule your free consultation with one of our fiduciary financial advisors by giving us a call at 516-605-1624 or by clicking the link below. Thank you very much and have a great day.
And we are back. Fourth quarter, a little over 8 minutes left. Both teams were just in a timeout. What an exciting turn of events in this third and fourth quarter. This is the first time that Ward Melville is in the lead, and I really do believe that it's coming down to the draw controls. Right now, it's 4-0 in draw controls. Ward Melville has won every single one since third quarter, at the end of the third quarter, and they've won 2 now in the fourth quarter, which allowed them to put 2 goals in the back of the net. Really, really awesome to kind of see the shift of events. Commack is still working so hard. They have incredible defense. They are making Ward Melville earn these goals. They really needed this draw control here, as you can see on the screen. It's their first one that they've won this quarter, and that's going to give them an offensive opportunity. One that they need as they're trailing right now.
You would imagine that Coach Reed, during that timeout, made an adjustment to the draw. It was continually going over onto the one side. Player definitely stepped up faster and quicker. And here we are on defense for Ward Melville. Some nice movement here by Commack.
I love how Commack is so wide right now in their offense. This is going to make it very difficult for the Ward Melville defense with their slides. It's exactly what you want to do. However, that's going to be a knockdown, although Commack's going to come back up with it. Both teams do an incredible job with knockdowns on defense. I think that goes to show their high-level play on the defensive end. And they're also really good at grabbing it and getting it back. Keeping their composure on offense right now. Commack waiting for the great opportunity. It's going to be a whistle there. A yellow card.
It looked like initially it was going to be a shooting space, but it does.
We're going to rewind it here. It looks like they're talking through the call.
To me, what it looked like was a shooting space call, but the player shot the ball and potentially maybe hit into the player. Let's take another look here. That was a great pass.
Yeah, that's a dangerous shot. So I believe it's going to be.
Oh, nope.
Oh, they're going to call shooting space.
I always like to look at the coaches on the sideline to see what they're refuting. Coach Paragala seems like she is being quite vocal right now with this call here.
You know, I think if you're in a semifinal game This is happening on the college side too. Questioning the call, I think, is valid because it is such a observation call, right? Who was in shooting space, who was in a dangerous repel situation. They might go to an offsetting foul, so whoever has that offset would get the ball.
Both coaches look calm, look like they're listening.
Listen, these ladies are professionals every step of the way. They both lead their teams very well. They've been a part of the sport for a very long time. I think valid to question. And you know what? It could just be a no, right? But you still have to ask.
I'm not really sure what the call is as he's walking away here.
I do believe that he did call shooting space versus a dangerous shot. All right, it looks like they're going to stick with the call. Commack on the 8-meter. Lillian Pettit, the Stony Brook commit, the senior. She has 2 goals on the night. I think we're still discussing the call.
So hard when the refs can't get a replay.
That will be in the high school game soon, maybe a couple of years.
It looks like it's going to be a free position here.
These poor kids on the 8-meter waiting. It's so hard. If you've never played women's lacrosse, you don't realize how hard it is, this 8-meter, and sitting there waiting for that whistle. But Liliana Pettit, the Stony Brook commit, is going to get her hat trick for Commack, putting the team on her back as a midi every step of the way, defensively, offensively.
Let's take another look here. So much anticipation for this shot. I'll be honest, you don't want this kid on the 8-meter if you're Ward Melville. She is locked in. She is going D1. Great placement on that shot. As you said, so much anticipation and wait time for that.
We are back to a 1-goal game. Ward Melville is still in the lead. Tight game, 2 great teams battling it out for their opportunity to go to counties. It looks like they're not switching up the center circle. Addison Scott for Ward Melville, number 12. Number 16, Aubrey Moore, the UConn senior commit. Just over Perozzi's head, 16. That's going to be a back check from Ward Melville, but Commack's still going to come up for it. Ward Melville attackers are working hard on this ride. They want this ball, but Commack is handling the pressure so well in the midfield, looking to transition it over the 30s.
You know, in games like this, every possession, every ground ball, every 50-50 ball matters.
I did love the intensity of the attackers of Ward Melville, trying to get that ball. Commack really was poised there. They were able to come up with it now on the offensive end, exactly what they're looking for with a little over 6 minutes to go and trailing behind by 1. Let's see defensively what Ward Melville does, if they make adjustments, and how Commack gets in. They're keeping themselves very spread out, moving the ball so nicely behind X and up to the top. Looks like they're looking for a 1v1 matchup. Some great talk by the Ward Melville defense.
That was
going to go back to Commack.
Number 27, Amelia Bright, senior heading to Florida State, who took that drive.
Number 15 is in. It's going to be a foul call on the Ward Melville defense, I believe, from the swing. They had it closed. They just need to keep their elbows in tight. Number 16, Aubrey Moore on the 8. And that's going to be a huge save by Sydney Millette, the 9th grader, freshman, holding strong on that 8-meter. And that's going to be a timeout for Ward Melville.
All right, let's take another look at this. Number 16, Audrey Moyer, going to UConn on the 8-meter. Look at that save by Sydney Millette. I mean, that shows a tremendous amount of athleticism. Huge, huge save there when we're this close.
We'll be back at the next whistle after this timeout. This game is sponsored by Orlin Cohen Sports Medicine and Rockline Wealth Management.
What's your vision of retirement? Does it involve traveling the world? Or maybe spending time with family? Or even just relaxing, knowing that you're financially secure? Whatever your dream, having a financial plan in place can be key to making that a reality. At Rockline Wealth Management, our team of fiduciary financial advisors has over 55 years of combined experience helping clients build out and implement financial plans up to and through retirement. Our team tailors each plan to the unique goals of our individual clients to help them make informed decisions as their life goes forward. We provide personalized strategies to help our clients navigate the complexities of retirement planning, including building out a financial plan, estate planning reviews, tax planning, and investment strategies. Helping you to define and find your freedom in retirement is our goal. So let's get planning today. Schedule your free consultation with one of our fiduciary financial advisors by giving us a call at 516-605-1624 or by clicking the link below. Thank you very much and have a great day.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better, faster.
And we are back. That was just a timeout by Commack. I think a very smart one. They are trailing. Actually, Ward Melville just had the timeout after that huge save by Sydney Millette. We are in a one-goal game. This has been an amazing game to commentate and watch live. So keep staying tuned because I feel like we're just about to witness a battle with a little under 6 minutes left.
Hey, listen, once a player, always a player. I don't know how you're feeling right now, but this is a game. It's super exciting.
This is a game.
5:30 left.
The intensity right now, right? In the stands, from the sidelines, in the press box. Everybody is really, really tense right now. Ward Melville does have the ball. They are still in the lead. You have to figure in that time out, probably coaches talking to them about having to value these possessions, right? They really need to get the ball over. If you're Commack, you are telling them to put the pressure on. They are in a zone ride right now, working really hard to get this ball back. The defense on Ward Melville is doing such a fantastic job. They are looking to get this over and really not allow Commack to get the ball. That is going to be a turnover. However, it's going to be a push on Commack number 3, giving Ward Melville the ball back. That could have been tricky there for Ward Melville. A little bit of an underthrow. It's going to be a foul call. Ward Melville still with the ball. Commack looking to close in on this. And 12's going to get it over the line.
How many timeouts do you get?
2.
So she just took her second timeout? No, it was Commack's timeout.
That wasn't Commack's timeout because Ward Melville had the ball.
Right, the last one. So they each just took one.
All right, we are in another timeout here. Ward Melville just took their second timeout. I believe what Coach Pregame is trying to do is probably slow down the game, get her players poised. They really did have to work hard. Commack was putting the pressure on that ride, as they should be. They really made it hard and difficult for the defense to get it over. However, Ward Melville was able to do so. It looked like they were like closing in there on number 12. How did you feel about that?
At this point, I need to just be taking deep breaths, you know, focus on the game. You know, I look at this as a coach, too, right? We have 23 seconds left on the shot clock. We have 4:30 left here. So I would imagine Commack is saying to their players, we need the ball.
Yeah.
We cannot allow a goal here. Coach Paragala is probably saying we need to go up by another one.
Yes.
Then get the draw and really use the shot clock.
Really, one-goal games or anyone's games, there actually is a lot of time for girls lacrosse with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. So this is going to be a pretty intense 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And right now, Ward Melville is going to have the ball offensively. It looks like Commack is already headed to the field. They seem to be ready to play this defense. Their defense has been incredible today. They are also turning over the ball, turning it over with their sticks, really putting the pressure on Ward Melville. So it's going to be interesting to see what these two teams come up with in these next 30 seconds.
I think the next play of the game right here is critical for both teams.
Agreed. I gotta be honest. I'm really happy to be in the press box and not on that sideline as a coach right now. This is intense. All right, Ward Melville spreading it out. Commack is ready to go in hot. You can see they're like number 15 is locked in right now. Liliana Pettit. Ward Melville staying big. This is probably the biggest I've seen them offensively all day. Really spreading out this Commack defense. All right, it looks like they're going to a 4 and a 3. 3 people in the 8, 4
Wow,
on
we're
a
running
diamond.
out of time here.
And that's going to be a save by the Commack goalie.
Great save by the Commack goalie.
Of course, if you're Ward Melville right now, Commack's speed in the midfield, you are looking to turn over this ball. Commack holding strong. They have such speed in the 30s. I think that's one of the strengths of the Commack team. They are able to get it over in less than 15 seconds. That speed is helping them right now because they have a little less than 70 seconds on the shot clock. That's a lot of time to set something up and really go against the Ward Melville defense.
Looks like potentially Ward Melville has placed an ISO on Pettit.
That hit pipe, and that is the goalie's best friend, man. When a ball hits pipe like that with 3 minutes left, you are thanking the pipe.
Let's take a look at this here.
This player
Number
does a great
3.
job. She got in.
Strong body, got in.
Goalie's best friend.
Came.
Goalie's best friend. Pipe is goalie's best friend. Number 3 did a fantastic job with that crease.
You know, I'm a former attacker who loved playing behind the crease and running your defender into the crease at this age because you can't go in yet. College, you can go in.
Yes. I believe Ward Melville has the ball. Yep, they do. Number 1, Peyton Phillips. She's heading to UPenn. She's got a ton of speed in the midfield here. I mean, she really plays like a midi, even though she's a defender for Ward Melville team. It looks like Commack is going to try to close in on this pressure. Number 19, spotlight player, has the ball for Ward Melville, Kira Perozzi. And Commack's doing exactly what they should be doing, a high-pressure defense right now. They're looking to get this ball back, and I'm sure Ward Melville's looking to slow it down while also getting the ball in the back of the net.
Critical possession here for both teams. Commack's knowing that they need to really deny Ward Melville the opportunity to make a shot. You know, at this point, as attackers, you're wondering who's going to want the ball in their stick.
All right, they have the ball at X right here. They're looking to get it around. 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Ward Melville really has to try to press here. Commack doing a great job holding strong on this defense. Really locking off in between the 8. All right, number 22, Nicole Manalokis, the 8th grader. She has 2 goals on the night. I think that's going to be a yellow card for Commack, which is going to put Ward Melville in a man-up situation. It's an automatic, if there's a check to the head, it's an automatic yellow card.
We got some yelling coming from the sideline coaches, like I do. I do tend to focus in on the coaches at this point.
The Ward Melville 8th grader has the ball, number 22. Really just looking for that open girl. And that's going to be a great back check, but number 9 is going to save the day. Maeve McKay has saved Ward Melville from turning over that ball. Exactly what you're looking for if you're Ward Melville. Commack doing a great job really putting the pressure on, even though they're in a man-down situation. They're still going after this ball. They are fighting here. 1 minute, 20 seconds left in this game. 50 seconds left on this shot clock for Ward Melville.
Commack knowing that although they have a penalty, they have to pressure out because they really need the ball here. They are only down by 1.
They are working hard. You have to really give them credit. Commack is not letting up. They are honing in, making Ward Melville work for this possession. I mean, this is a really, really tough opportunity here. But Commack is not letting up. They are doing such a good job really doubling this ball. And they're man down right now, might I add.
They got to keep an eye on the shot clock, though. I feel like they're very far out. Commack is doing an excellent job pressuring them.
10 seconds left in the shot clock. The coaches are screaming, go. Number 16 with the ball. A great save. What a save for this goalie here.
Sounds
our
like
spotlight
the whistle was
player.
blown. Whistle was blown. What is going on here?
We're going to rewind this.
Quinlan Hildebrand, a defender, coming in.
She's on the 8 right now. Number 16, a defender, is on the 8-meter. Quinlan Hildebrand, the defender. And that's going to be another save, another pipe. These pipes love the ball today. 25 seconds left. Coach Melissa Reed with
All right,
the
let's take
timeout.
another look here. Quinlan comes off the line. Hildebrand, great strong defense around her.
Timeout, Commack.
Great save and great rebound. Oh, that pipe is Commack's friend right now. Pretty incredible. 23 seconds left.
This is such an amazing game. If you're watching live right now, if you are here right now, you can feel this energy. We have little over 25 seconds left. Coach
How's everybody feeling?
I'm feeling great. I love these types of games. I live for this in the game. I think it's such an incredible opportunity for both teams. You know, you have to be thinking, too, there's a lot of younger players on this field gaining a ton of experience right now. Obviously, the seniors have put both teams on their back. I think Commack did an incredible job trying to earn that ball back. The goalie made a great save, got the Commack player, the Ward Melville player back on the 8-meter, which was number 16. The pipe has been the goalie's best friend. We had a pipe hit for Commack and now a pipe hit for Ward Melville. Still making this a 1-goal game with 25 seconds left.
Absolutely amazing game. This is what you want to see at this point of the season. Two teams that have earned their spot to be here today, the semifinals, 8-7, 23 seconds left.
You know, Ward Melville really has to put the pressure on because Commack, one of their strengths is the speed in the midfield. They don't even need 23 seconds to get down there. So if you are Coach Melissa Reed in this timeout, you're basically telling them to push this ball to net.
Yeah, you wonder what the strategy is here. I mean, Commack has such incredible speed in the midfield here. We have some Commack girls off to the side here. We're marked up down low, marked up in the midfield. A lot of pressure here.
So right now, Ward Melville's locked off. It looks like they're trying to double the ball. Really trying to work hard. Like I said, Commack has that speed in the midfield. And that's going to be a check from Quinlan Hildebrand. Can they come up with the ball? Commack or Ward Melville? Another back check. That's going to be a foul call on the Ward Melville defense. I mean, that was just the scrappiest lacrosse I've seen all season from both teams. It's not going to give Commack the opportunity to be on the 8 because it was outside the 8-meter. But it does give Commack the ball with 5 seconds left.
I don't know how everybody's heart's feeling right now, but mine's racing a little bit. I think both of these teams are such incredible competitors.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
anything can happen right now in these 5 seconds.
And listen, Commack has really strong senior leadership.
She's going to go to net. Nice save there. And Ward Melville with the win. The 1-goal win. That was a great save by Ward Melville goalie, Sydney Millette. The real shift in this game, I believe, was that Ward Melville made the adjustments on the draw. Commack played an incredible game today. They were in the lead for most of the day. Sometimes the team that, is in the lead doesn't always get the win, but they should be incredibly proud of their effort today. Ward Melville celebrating on the field. We're going to rewind for this
Let's
save.
take another look. Number 22, Emily Parisi coming in. I mean, she gave this such a strong, hard effort. Great save there. Great pressure by the defense. This has been an absolutely amazing game from two very strong teams. I will say, as shared Ward Melville fan here, however, this Commack team has truly had such an amazing season and did have an incredible game.
This game was a 1-goal game. Ward Melville won it by 1. 8-7 was the final score. This game was sponsored by Orlin Cohen Sports Medicine and Rockline Wealth Management. Thank you both so much for sponsoring and giving us the opportunity to stream this live. We will see you soon.
Wow, I don't know about you. I feel like I just had a workout.
Both of these teams did an incredible job today. Both coaches have feel very, very proud. I always say this, Jess, 1-goal games are anyone's games. Everyone should be leaving this field feeling so proud. Commack really gave their best effort. Ward Melville turned this game around through their draw changes and really just putting the ball in the back of the net.
Listen, it could have been anybody's game today. I just personally would like to thank everybody for having me, being a fan of Commack. For over 20 years, living in Ward Melville. It truly, two teams that have a special place in my heart. So great game to all players, and we know we will see the Commack Cougars again.
Yes, and now the Ward Melville Patriots are heading to the Class A Suffolk County Championship. So make sure you stay tuned there. And we just want to say thank you so much. We're signing off with T&D Sports. This game, again, was presented by Orlin and Cohen Orthopedics and Rockline Wealth Management. Thanks so much. Have a great night.
Thank you.